Yeah, right. You actually requested a friendship with me. And so I thought, well, I better go see who this guy is. White House, huh? 1600 DC. I was thinking it was my betrayer, Obama. But no. Instead, it's an ignoramus that wants to shove his mythological magician with superpowers down all the children's throat. You want to take your children, especially, probably, stick them up in front of a pulpit and let some old guy or anybody scream at them and tell them they're going to go to hell if they don't believe in this mythological alcohol enabler. Yeah, remember the story about the wine and all that in the wedding? Yeah, Son of God going to give alcohol to everybody. Yeah, sure. Oh, wait a minute, wine was different then. I know, one of those. Listen, this nation was not founded on Christianity. Far from it. Christianity actually was kind of obscure in that time. And every one of the founding fathers, especially the writer of the Constitution, is definitely, they weren't even really deists or theists. They were basically agnostic or atheists. And I want you to tell me where in there the Congress shall make no law establishing the rights of any religion or the practice thereof. Where does that say I get to shove this down a person's throat by law? Actually, it says, thou shalt not. So, first of all, on the friend request, not. I could not be a friend to a guy like you. Remember your history. Go back to the Revolutionary War, the war that made us a country. The United States of America. The United States of America. And who is the hero? The real hero. Oh, we remember General Washington, of course. Yeah, Commander-in-Chief, head of the whole colonial army, the revolutionary militias. But when they get to Valley Forge in the middle of winter, it gets bad. There aren't very many men. What left? They're starving. They're freezing. They don't have any clothes. They have nothing. They're getting ready to die. I mean, they're eating their shoe leather, for crying out loud. And there's this guy walks up to General Washington. I know they're saying it in a simple way, but anyway, he comes up to me and says, I'd like to work for you. I will train your men for you through a translator. Because, well, he was a Prussian. Yeah. And he was a Prussian field marshal. But he had come to America for whatever reasons. And he decided he wanted to help General Washington out. So he said, I'm a trained field officer. I will train these men and let them know what they have to fight in Europe. Well, if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have the military code of, code of justice and the military code of conduct, or any of that. He rewrote the whole thing. Turned us into a real fighting force. With real platoons and real everything else. Remember to put the galley up here and the urinals down there. Shitter there, food there. That little simple thing is one of the biggest things that helped us. He made the men march together. He taught them how to do that. He taught them how to do field prep. He taught them everything. And wrote that book of military conduct. And guess what? Without hiding it one bit. Yeah, he was gay. As queer as a $3 bill, as they say. And not only that, he told Washington. Washington knew. But like a real intelligent person would do, he looked at the man as a human being, and as opposed to what he is supposed to be. You get that? He said, I don't care who he has in his bed. I just want to know if he can shoot straight, and teach my men to shoot straight. So, from then on, they've always accepted gays. They've been in the Army and the Marines and everything all this time. Just that nobody really bothered with it until you freaking Christians pound it in our damn president fucking Bush and his freaking Christian ideas. You guys are just ugly. It's ugly business you're in, trying to indoctrinate people, and especially children. Might as well kidnap them. They have to be deprogrammed if you can get them away from you. You got religions that actually believe the Bible so much that they don't take their children to a hospital when they need it. Are you freaking crazy? So stop all the God shit and come to reality. Don't you dare use my country as your freaking church.
Well, he's picking on fucking Turtle.
Our cats are picking on each other. So I gotta go. You freaking Christian. Oh, that's because they care about animals.
What?
You know, we'll see you later. I say what I got to say. And by the way, brother here's a Vietnam veteran.
What are you talking about now?
Well, they just signed the Don't Ask, Don't Tell, right?
Yeah.
But it's only been here for 17 years. I said, I'm talking to this Christian. We've had gays in the military all that time since von Steubing, who was gay. And there was never been any trouble, never been a problem. They never worried about gays in the foxhole. Oh, the only people that worry about that, yeah, you got it, are people like you who are afraid to admit their own sexuality. Yeah, just like, what's his name? The preacher, Haggard. Yeah, Haggard.
You mean it to be Swagger?
Swagger, yeah, in the toilets. You know, come on, you guys, stop it. Oh, and why is it that every law, just about every law in the Bible, the Quran, and all that, is like sexually based? What's up with that? Are you so hateful of women that you just? It seems like every religious text blames women for all their troubles.
They're just a bunch of ancestral pedophiles.
That's the point. You don't get that stuff. Here you're reading that book and you're not even really reading it. Read Leviticus. Read Deuteronomy. And then tell me again if you believe that stuff. And you will, because you're blind. You have blinders on. Wake up.
And if you think that our young men in the military are going to give two craps about whether a guy's gay or not, if he saves his butt, the only thing he's going to care about is, you saved my butt.
Yeah. And that's what you care about when you're there. You watch your guy's back.
Whose butt looks good or not. Or even it's the last thing on your mind.
And now that it's repealed, even Obama says, well, it's going to take us months, not years. Why? Why would it take any time at all? All I have to do is say, stop doing that. Stop asking.
Command, Mr. Commander.
Yeah, command, Commander-in-Chief. That's what you should be saying. You don't need to poop to say that stuff or anybody else.
Break up a cat fight.
Later on, breaking up a cat fight. I'm out of here. That was my diatribe to you and my answer for your bullshit.